Hello and welcome back to the Blue Geek Review. Massive, well, massive update coming because I have a lot of pickups to show. Basically, last couple of months I've been really busy around here. I've had some work done around my house, which has taken a lot of time, and because of that, I haven't had time to record. So a lot of this is pickups gone back to mid-April. The first three pickups I'm going to show you were actually birthday presents because it was my birthday on April 19th. So the first of these pickups I'm going to show you, this is this is the first in my collection, but it's a film that I absolutely adore, and I have owned it on Blu-ray previously, but that was a fairly bare bones version. This one, as soon as I seen this was coming out in this line, I knew I had to have it in my collection, and that is the Criterion release of Night of the Living Dead. As I said, this is one of my all-time favourite horror films. It's one of the very first major zombie films by the late great George A. Romero. And this set looks absolutely amazing. It's a two Blu-ray set, and what you get as far as special features go is a new 4K digital restoration, supervised by Romero himself, along with co-screenwriter John A. Russo, sound engineer Gary R. Striner, and producer Russell W. Striner. It's also a new restoration of the Monaural soundtrack, supervised by Romero and Gary Striner, and presented uncompressed. Never before presented work print edit of the film called Night of Anubis. A new program featuring Frank Darabont, Guillermo del Toro, and Roberto Rodriguez. Never before seen 16mm dailies reel. A new program featuring Russo and the commercial and industrial film production company where the key filmmakers got their start. Two audio commentaries from 1994 featuring Romero, Russo, producer Carl Harmon, and actress Judith O'Day. Archival interviews with Romero and actors Dwayne Jones and Judith Ridley. New programs about the film's style and score. A new interview about the direction of the ghouls, featuring members of the cast. New interviews with the Striners. Newsreels from 1967. The trailer, radio spots, and TV spots, plus an essay by critic Stuart Klawans. So very, very stacked. As you can see with this, it comes in a nice little slip box rather than a slip case. And the actual the actual film itself is in a digibook. So there's the artwork on the front, and the back it's actually a wraparound. And inside you get the film poster, and there's the two Blu-rays, one in black and one in like a grey colour. So definitely looking forward to rewatching this on Blu-ray come Halloween time. Bear with me one sec. The next three titles are another three films in my Charlie Chaplin collection. I'm getting ever closer to completing my Chaplin collection. And the first of the three I'm going to show you is A Woman of Paris, and this is from 1923. And as far as special features on this, there's the Chaplin Today feature on the film, introduction by David Robinson, deleted shots, extracts from the films in the collection, two short films called Sunnyside and Payday, and a deleted scene from the Sunnyside short. So, once again, Curzon Artificial Eye put some brilliant extras into these Chaplin sets. And the next one is from 1931, and that is City Lights. And this one is famous for this shot on here of the tramp getting in the boxing ring. What you get as far as extras go, Chaplin Today on City Lights, introduction by David Robinson again, a feature on Sir Winston Churchill visiting the set of the film, a feature on Charlie visiting Bali, clips and deleted scenes, extracts from the films in the collection, and trailers. And the last one is from 1959, and this is the only one of the films that's more of a compilation, and that is the Chaplin Review. What this basically is a set of three Chaplin shorts. A Dog's Life from 1918, Shoulder Arms also from 1918, and The Pilgrim from 1923. As far as special features on this, the introduction by David Robinson, as with all these, feature called How to Make Movies, another two short films called The Bond and A Day's Pleasure, an unfinished short film starring Harry Lauder, a deleted scene from Shoulder Arms, a gallery of pictures and posters and trailers. So that takes my collection up to 9. I just need the final two films in the collection, and then I will have the full set. So that was everything I got as far as my birthday goes. About a week after my birthday, I went for a day shopping trip up to Manchester, and I got a few pickups there. The first lot of pickups I'm going to show you are some comics, as I drop one of my pickups. And the comics I picked up are from a line that I've shown off quite a few times. Actually, two lines that I've showed off quite a few times on this channel. And that is the Power Rangers line of comics from Boom. I've fallen way behind on this series. I'm actually still missing a couple of issues even after all these pickups. So the first comic I picked up was from a comic shop called Traveling Man, and that is issue 23 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This was one of the first main ones that I was missing. So happy to have that. Unfortunately, I couldn't get issue 24. It's just becoming hard to find, which is a shame because that actually kickstarts the current Shattered Grid storyline. Speaking of that, I went from there over to Forbidden Planet, which is where I picked up the majority of these issues. And I picked up issues 25 and 26. Uh, 25 is where the series really kicks off. I haven't got around to actually reading them as yet. I'm still trying to find a way of getting issue 24. I think I may have to go digitally to read that issue. But this is issue 25 is actually his second print. I missed out on the initial print, which was in a poly bag with a 1 in 5, 1 in 6 um, choice of cover. But this is the second print with the artwork that was on the poly bag, which is the Power Rangers Bolt all cracked. And then issue 26, which is actually a bit of a spoiler for what happens in this issue. And the other Power Ranger series that I'm also behind on is the sort of prequel to the main series called Go Go Power Rangers. I'm missing issue number 5 of that. I wasn't able to find that, and that's also hard to track down, but I did pick up issues 6 and 7. I just need to get issues 8 and 9, which I believe are out right now. As you can tell from I'm actually wearing my work uniform, I am in work today, so I won't have time to check my local comic shop, but I will try and get there within the next week or so. So hopefully I'll be able to get issues 8 and 9 of Go-Go so I can at least keep up with what's going on. And from there, I went back to the movies, and I have 4 movie pickups. One of which you might have heard drop as I was getting the comics, so just bear with me 1 second. This title, oh God. This title was one I was looking at on Amazon, and I went to a shop that I always frequent when I'm in Manchester called FOP. It's kind of like an independent shop meets HMV. It's actually owned by HMV. And looking around, and this was one of the titles that I'd seen, and it was for a really good price. So I had to pick it up, and that is Hard and Go Shriek from 88 Films. And what this is a slasher film from the 80s in the vein of Friday the 13th, Halloween. Excuse me. Um, as far as special features go on this, it's restoration from 2K Scam from the original internet, newly created optional subtitles, a remastered trailer, uh, Slashermania limited edition booklet notes by Callum Waddell, a deleted scene, and the reversible artwork. And that's the booklet right there. There's the disc, and then there is the original artwork. So definitely looking forward to checking that one out. And the reason it's dropped it, and look what's happened. I've gone and cracked the case. So from there, I went to CX, and CX is always a bit hit and miss, but they had some really good titles, very, very good prices. And the first title of the three picked up, this is another one for my Vincent Price collection, and that is the 1961 film The Pit and Pendulum. This is from the MGM video library. I've seen trailers for this, and it looked a really interesting film. As I've said many times on this channel, I'm a huge Vincent Price fan. Anytime I can see a horror film with his name in the title, I'm going to pick it up or I'm going to watch it. Fairly bare bone release. It only has interactive menus, which is the case for most of these older MGM releases. But that's another one for my October horror viewing. And sticking with the horror film, I was absolutely amazed that I could find this for the price I got it. This is another one that was on my Amazon wish list, but I've been holding off picking it up. But when I seen this was in CX for the price, I had to pick it up, and that is the Arrow video release of the film Slugs. This is based on a horror novel by British author Sean Hudson, about giant slugs attacking a rural community. And as with all Arrow releases, comes loaded with special features. It's a brand new restoration from the original elements. Original uncompressed PMC mono audio, optional English subtitles for the deaf, an audio commentary with Sean Hudson, the author of the novel, an audio commentary with writer and filmmaker Chris Alexander, an interview with actor Emilio Linda called Here's Slugs in Your Eye, an interview with special effects artist Carlo De Marquis called They Slam, They Use, They Kill, The Effects of Slugs, an interview with art director Gonzalo called Invasion USA, an interview location tour with production manager Larry Ann Evans called The Lion's Den, a trailer, and the reversible artwork. That's the newly commissioned artwork by Wes Ben Scotter, and then on the inside, if I pop the disc out, that is the original artwork. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. I do like a bit of cheesy creature feature horror. And the last pick up, this one I never see in the wild. I do own it on DVD, which is up on my eBay page. Link to that will be down below. This was amazingly cheap. I wasn't expecting it to be so cheap, but it is the Blu-ray release of the Rankin Bass animated film Frosty the Snowman. I do love watching this short over the Christmas period. It also comes with its sequel short from 1992 called Frosty Returns. Uh, it's bare bones. It doesn't have any special features, even with it being on Blu-ray. But to upgrade it to a more crisp high def picture, definitely worth it. So from there, that was everything I picked up in Manchester. So from there, another couple of pickups from CX, and these were bought off their current 50p shelving. All CX stores have now got a 50p section where most of the titles they can't shift, they've knocked down to 50 pence. And there was only two titles that I was looking at in my local store. And the first one is a film I've always wanted to check out, but I've always avoided, and that is Bubba Hotep. This is the 2-disc special edition starring Ozzie Davis and the great Bruce Campbell, otherwise known as Ash from The Evil Dead. What this is Campbell plays Elvis, and excuse me, an aging and cantankerous Elvis. And basically, Elvis is tasked with taking on a 3,000-year-old Egyptian mummy who's been sucking souls from a Texas retirement home. As far as special features go, disc 1 widescreen presentation, soundtracking, subtitles for the hard of hearing, an audio commentary with director Don Coscarelli and Campbell, audio commentary by The King, and an introduction by Bruce Campbell. And disc 2 looks more stacked. You get Joe R. Lansdale reads from Bubba Hotep, deleted scenes of optional commentary by Coscarelli and Campbell, making of featurette, To Make a Memory featurette, Fit for the King featurette, Rock Like an Egyptian featurette, an interview with Don Coscarelli called The King and I, a Q&A from the UK premiere, an interview with Bruce Campbell, music video, photo gallery, theatrical trailer, TV spots, and biographies. So definitely looking forward to finally checking that one out. And the other title I picked up is a bare bones release. It only has a trailer on it, but it's a comedy film starring Eddie Murphy, one of his finest that I've never seen before. Now it's coming to America, and it's basically I think it's like a Prince and Pauper style comedy. Not too sure. Basically about the African prince who comes to America looking for a bride. I've seen clips of it before. It looks hilarious, so I'm definitely looking forward to sitting down and watching that. And the next lot of pickups are from Amazon. Actually got a couple of Amazon vouchers for my birthday, so I made a few purchases. The first one is based on an animated series that I absolutely adored growing up. There's the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon, and this DVD, it was for a good price, and it's basically a compilation as TMNT Cowabunga Classics. And what this is a set of 10 fan favourite chosen episodes in one set. Um, the episodes on here are Planet of the Turtleoids, Night of the Rogues, Cowabunga Shredhead, Superhero for a Day, Turtles at the Earth's Core, Curse of the Evil Eye, Turtles and the Hair, The Big Blowout, My Brother the Bad Guy, and Shredder and Splintered. As well as that, there's 3 special features. The Turtles and Ninja-tastic Look Back, exclusive artist interviews, and a celebration of a phenomenon sensation devoted and diehard TMNT fans speak. As I said, massive fan of this cartoon when I was growing up, so definitely look forward to watching some of these episodes again. And the next 2 titles are Blu-rays. Both again, really good pricing. The first one is one I've been looking forward to checking out. I wasn't a fan of the original miniseries that this is based on. I did used to own it, but seeing a review that basically panned it, watching it myself, wasn't a big fan. But this reboot looks absolutely terrifying, and that is the type of horror film that I love to watch. Something that can keep you in suspense, give you a few scares. I'm of course talking about the 2017 remake of It. I think this might have gone back up in price, but at the time I picked it up, it had gone down to £7.50, which is an absolute steal. It is just the standard Blu-ray release with the digital download. And what you get as far as special features, Pennywise Lives, a featurette on how Bill Skarsgård prepared to portray the primordial creature known as Pennywise. A feature on the Losers Club, the teen stars of the film. Author of Fear, a featurette with Stephen King, the author of the original novel, and 11 deleted and extended scenes. Among the cast list, as far as the teens go, one of the teens will actually be familiar if you watch this film, because it's the young man who plays Will in Stranger Things, which is an awesome series. So definitely looking forward to checking this one out. I'm probably going to save this for my annual horror month in October. This next one now we'll be watching pretty soon. It's a DC animated film. I'm a big fan of the DC animated stuff. I'm a big fan of the character at the centre of this feature. It's a Batman film, one of my all-time favourite superheroes. It's the latest, it's the most recent, as Batman Gotham by Gaslight. This is based on an 80s comic book story. I've never actually read it. It was a DC Elseworld story. And what this basically is the tale of Jack the Ripper, but set in Gotham rather than London, and it's the Dark Knight himself who's chasing down the Ripper. As far as special features go, there's a featurette on the story called Cape Fear: The First Elseworld. Audio commentary with Bruce Timm, writer Jim Krieg, and director Sam Liu. Sneak peek at the next DC animated film, which is actually also out now, called Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, and 2 bonus cartoons from the DC archives. From the trailers I've seen of this looks really interesting. It has had good reviews as well within the geek community, so definitely looking forward to checking that one out. And the final pickup from Amazon, this is a double feature that I've been wanting to track down for the longest time. It finally come down to a good enough price to pick up, and that is the double feature set of Village of the Damned and Children of the Damned. When I made the purchase, I thought this would be like the Jekyll and Hyde double feature that I picked up a couple of years back, which was the 2 films on the 1 disc, but this is actually both films on a separate disc in this nice box set. And there's the 2 covers. Where are we? Village of the Damned was released in 1960, so this is the first film. And then the follow-up, Children of the Damned, came out in 1963. Village of the Damned was actually parodied by The Simpsons for a Treehouse of Horror. No Treehouse of Horror, it was a standard episode, but it parodied this film where the kids of Springfield were put on curfew, and they sneaked out the curfew to go and watch a film that was similar in style to this, and got inspiration to basically troll the town. So I'm looking forward to seeing what these films are about. And again, they will be for my horror month. So after that, it was the annual free comic book day a couple of weeks ago. I've missed the last couple of years because with working on Saturday, it's not easy to go to the 2 comic book shops in my town. But I decided I would go this year and use my lunch break to actually do it. And it actually paid off. So the first of the 3 comics I picked up was from Worlds Apart, which is the Forbidden Planet International owns store. They didn't have the actual free comic day issues, but they did have 1 free comic to give away. That is DC Nation issue 0. And this is just a set of 3 stories from this what looks like a new line. So that was as I said, that was the only one I picked up from Worlds Apart. But it was Forbidden Planet where it really cleared up. Forbidden Planet had a choice of up to 6 issues to pick from, and I got most of the issues that I wanted to get. So, of the ones I wanted to get, we had Ultra Street Fighter 2, Avengers, which has also got Captain America's story, the annual Bongo Comics Free for All, which in essence is just The Simpsons, and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Shattered Grid issue. That was the big one that I wanted to get. And the other two, just to make up the numbers, were DC Superhero Girls. I've not really, this is more a girly line, but I figured I'd give it a read, and if I don't like it, I could always put it up for sale. This one, the final one, I did put up for sale and sold. I'm just waiting on payments on it. There's Riverdale, based on the CW series. As well as that, I also picked up a couple of grab bags of comics because they were on sale. It was buy one get one free. So of the issues we got in there, we have Star Wars number 11 with the action figure variant, Ghostbusters International number 7, All New All Different Avengers number 12, Invincible Iron Man number 12 with the Disney Sum Sum takeover cover. And then the last two, I actually got 2 copies of these 2 titles. The duplicates are actually up on my eBay page as well. There's Batman Rebirth number 1 and Micronauts number 1 with the Forbidden Planet exclusive cover. And then the last pickup, as we're coming up to 40 minutes on this video, the last 3 pickups, I actually picked up the Sunday before last, Saturday or Sunday, can't remember which, from a charity shop, and they were doing an offer, any 3 of their 99p DVD titles for just £1, and they didn't really have much, but these 3 titles were the ones I wanted to get. They were all in good condition. At first we have the Predator and Predator 2 double feature from Fox. I love the original Predator with Arnie. I've not really seen Predator 2, but I've heard it's okay. As far as special features, I think they're just only on the Predator disc. It's a remaster with DTS sound for Predator, audio commentary with director John McTiernan, DVD ROM content, multi-language subtitles and theatrical trailer. Doesn't say if there's any any special features for Predator 2. That doesn't matter though. Definitely glad to have them in my collection. And speaking of Batman animated films with Gotham by Gaslight, this I really wanted to pick up when seeing it, because this was another animated series I grew up on. There's the 90s Batman the Animated Series, and this is a compilation of 4 episodes of the animated series entitled Tales of the Dark Knight. And what you get here is the Underdwellers, POV, The Forgotten, and Be a Clown. And special feature wise, there's introductions by Bruce Timm on each episode, and a featurette called Voices of Gotham City. And again, this is in perfect condition. Usually with these kids DVDs, they tend to be a little bit scratched, but it was pretty mint. And the last one, for what was essentially 30 something pence for each title, I had to pick this one up. It's one of my favourite Christmas films, and because of not being able to have a copy in my collection or be able to track down a copy online, I didn't manage to watch it Christmas Eve like I usually do. Well, that's going to change this year. That is, of course, Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. This is one of the original special edition releases, which has deleted scenes and animated sequences, behind the scenes in the studio, storyboards and image gallery, and audio commentary and original trailers. What this doesn't have is the live action Frankenweenie short, which I think you can only get on the Blu-ray release now, or it might be on the second special edition DVD release. But again, this is just an amazing animated film, stop motion animation. Definitely glad to have this back in my collection. And that is it for this big haul update. I will be trying to get more videos put out regularly. It's not going to be that easy. I'm only really going to have a couple of days free through the week to actually get uploads if I'm not actually going out to do any hunting. But I will try and get some out. I'm planning to do another episode of Blue Geek Watchers, which I think I'm going to hold off for Deadpool 2, which I might be going to see next week. I'm not too sure. I have to see how my week planning goes for that. But until then, don't forget to like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Link to my eBay channel will be in the description below, so check that out if there's anything you want to pick up from there. Until next time, I've been the Blue Geek, this has been Blue Geek Reviews, so long.